Hi, this is Beth with a What Matters Warren, and I happen to be standing in Simonpietri's, a historic landmark, with this guy who has made it a passion of himself and a career to help bring Front Royal Warren County properties back to life. He's been doing it since the 80s, right?
Well, I've been doing economic development work since 1994, unpaid, and then I've been doing it as a commercial real estate agent since 2001.
But, you know, I graduated from high school with your kids. You've been buying properties and fixing them up in Front Royal for a long time.
Yes, my wife and I started buying properties on Chester Street in 1983, and we bought and restored 7 buildings on that street, which allowed it to turn around because it reduced the risk for other investors.
Yeah, such a wonderful thing, and it's so great. How many homes have you sold on Main Street alone?
I sold 10 buildings on Main Street in the last 3 years.
Wow. And tell us a little bit about the history of Simonpietri's. We all drive by and we look, and everybody knows what Simonpietri's is, but a lot of people don't know why it came here and that sort. So we're going to hear an interview with you in just a minute, and you're going to tell us a little bit about Simonpietri's, if you would. And it's for sale, so tell us a little bit about the sale.
It is. I just relisted Simonpietri's. It had been off the market a little bit, and now it's back on the market. And it's a really very valuable location. It's the entranceway to the Skyline Drive, the Shenandoah River, the state parks, and canoeing. The building was actually built in response to the opening of the Skyline Drive in the early 50s, and it was just full of amazing amounts of souvenirs and gifts and memorabilia of Skyline Caverns and Skyline Drive and the Shenandoah River and the mountains, and it had concrete. Many people remember all the concrete yard statues and things that were out here and everything. It was a destination for people who were passing through, and I've heard numerous stories from people remembering that fondly their childhood of stopping here.
So the reason I chose this angle to picture is because this is where they have the like gadgets and the trick toys and like the fake gum and the shocker thing. And I had this wine glass that made it look like you're drinking wine when you're like 10 in this glass. And I remember when it broke, I was devastated. But this corner here, if I remember right, was where all those like cool, like the fake dog poop and everything.
I remember that they had a wooden paddle back in the 50s, which were still fashionable at that time, and it had a deer on one end and a bear on the other, and it said, "For the little deer with the bear behind."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So the list price is?
List price is $750,000, but bring offers.
Bring offers. Let's see this corner transform. So we're here because we just did an interview about the HGTV Home Town Takeover that we're trying, and so we got a little bit about the history of the property for that.
Yeah, this property also would qualify likely for Front Royal incentives because it's in the tourism district. It also would qualify for USDA-backed loans, and USDA loans are important because they will not just pay for dirt and concrete. They will actually they'll help finance all the furnishings and all the equipment, fully outfitting it.
Lots of possibilities. So let's watch and see what happens to the Simonpietri's and this whole entire corner and this whole entire town as folks come in. And you get to meet people that choose to invest in Front Royal. And what is the reason you think that people do that?
People are very enthusiastic about Front Royal. They say that it's just, they call me up, and even from surrounding towns, and say, I want to find a location in Front Royal. I think this is a good investment. I see a lot of great things happening there, and I want to be part of it.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for bringing industry and new businesses and excitement and a beautiful landscape here to Front Royal Warren County.
Thank you, Beth. Front Royal and Warren County in a very good spot now. We have a very pro-business county government and a very pro-business town government. Our planners and business development people are all on board and very pleasant to work with. We're really setting everything to see some buildings like Simonpietri's buildings just take off and be rehabbed and be a productive part of the community again. I'm standing in the Simonpietri's home place where the Simonpietri family lived and raised their children and ran the Simonpietri's gift shops next door. There's 3 buildings all together. This one in the center, and this is a nice brick building with hardwood floors and plaster walls. It needs complete all-new mechanicals and complete renovation, but the building seems to be very sound and very structurally great. Just the kind of building I used to look for when I was doing restorations. The building is on This building and the other two buildings are on 1.7 acres, all zoned commercial, fronting South Royal Avenue, Tourist Street, Steele Street, and Proctor Street. It's really a great property with good access and lots of traffic count.